Who are you even talking to right now? Who is it you think you see? Do you know how much I make a year? I mean, even if I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going to work? A business big enough that could be listed on the Nasdaq goes belly up, disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No, I'm the one who knocks. Walter White. For those of you who have watched Breaking Bad, we are sure that you can, in your mind's eye, see the element symbols appearing amid the green smoke. Breaking Bad is a narrative of Walter White, an underpaid, overqualified, and despondent high school chemistry teacher who has just been diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. Walter turns to a life of crime, working with his former pupil, Jesse Pinkman, to manufacture and distribute crystal meth to guarantee the financial future of his family before he passes away, while navigating the perils of the criminal underworld. Most of us fail to see that Walter, despite his attempts to provide for his family financially after his death, was a self-aware narcissist whose life was spiraling out of control. Welcome to Relentless Man. In this video, we are going to explore the self-aware narcissist, the most dangerous of all the narcissistic types. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Share our channel and look out for our upcoming videos. Before we can comprehend what a self-aware narcissist is, we must examine the fundamental characteristics of a narcissist. There are several sorts of narcissists, yet they all have the same fundamental characteristics. Some typical narcissistic traits are superiority and a sense of entitlement. The most obvious sign of narcissism is that they think they are better than everyone else. This is distinct from self-confidence. The narcissist's world is about good and bad, better and worse, and right and wrong. An extreme need for attention and approval. The constant need for attention is another core trait of narcissists. They might do things like follow you around the house, ask you to find things, or continuously say something to get your attention. Seeking perfection. You can tell if someone is a narcissist by how much they want everything to just be right. They think that they should be perfect, that you should be perfect, that things should go exactly as planned, and that life should be like the way they picture it. Narcissists always complain because they can never attain this perfection. Strong need for control. Narcissists always try and manipulate others and take control of everything. Since narcissists are always upset by the way life does not go the way they want it to, they try to control and structure your life as much as they can. Lack of responsibility. A strong indication of narcissists is that they do not take responsibility for their actions. Even though narcissists want to be in charge, they do not want to be responsible for the results unless everything goes their way and they can get what they want. No boundaries. Many people do not have boundaries or regularly cross the boundaries of others, but for narcissists, this is the norm. Not showing empathy. Narcissists have a hard time understanding how other people feel. This lack of empathy is a key sign of narcissism. Narcissists usually only care about themselves and are not able to understand what other people are going through. They think and feel that everyone else should think and feel the same way they do. They rarely think about how other people feel. They are also rarely sorry, guilty, or sorry for what they have done. Viewing everything as a threat. Even though narcissists are very sensitive to what they see as threats, anger, and rejection from others, they often misread subtle face expressions and are more likely to see them as negative. Unless you act out your feelings in a dramatic way, the narcissist will not know how you feel. Emotional thinking. You probably made the mistake of trying to talk to a narcissist about how their actions hurt you. You think that they will change if they know how much their actions have hurt you. The narcissist, on the other hand, does not seem to understand your explanations because they only seem to be aware of their thoughts and feelings. Even if a narcissist says they get it, they don't. Fear of being rejected and made fun of. The narcissist lives his or her whole life driven by fear. You would not notice this as a sign of a narcissist right away though, because most narcissists hide their fears. They are always afraid of being judged, turned down, or shown to be wrong. Stress. Some narcissists show their anxiety by constantly talking about how bad things are going to get, while others try and hide and control their anxiety. But most narcissists take their anxiety out on other people closest to them, accusing them of being negative, unsupportive, mentally ill, not putting them first, not meeting their needs, or being selfish. A deep-seated sense of shame. Narcissists do not feel much culpability because they think they are always right and do not think their actions have made much of an effect on people. All of the narcissist's insecurities, fears, and rejected traits are buried deep inside a part of them that they are trying to keep hidden from everyone else, even themselves. The inability to be truly vulnerable. Narcissists cannot truly love or connect emotionally with other people because they cannot comprehend how other people feel. They do not have empathy and always feel the need to protect themselves. The inability to communicate or work as part of a team. To act thoughtfully and work together, people need to know how the other person feels. How is the other person going to feel? Will both of us be happy if we do this? How will this change how we feel about one another? Narcissists do not have the ability or motivation to think about these things. Do not think that the narcissist will understand how you feel, give in, or give anything to help you. The self-aware narcissist. When Walter's brother-in-law, DEA agent Hank, shares his admiration for Gail Buttich's criminal brilliance and claims that Gail was Heisenberg, Walter's alter ego, Walter replies, "To my eye, all this brilliance looks like nothing more than just a simple rote copying, probably of someone else's work. Believe me, I've been around enough students to know, so this genius of yours, maybe he's still out there." Walter White may have not started as a self-aware narcissist, but as the series progresses, so did his narcissism and the awareness of it. Is a narcissist aware of their narcissism? Narcissists are skilled manipulators and opportunists, and even abusers. People question if they are conscious of what they are doing due to their sophistication of the series of lies, justifications, and greed. One of the most important questions victims of narcissists have is, do narcissists realize they are hurting you? Anyone familiar with a narcissist is aware that they may be extremely self-absorbed. However, does this imply that they are unaware of their narcissism? The narcissistic label and psychiatric diagnosis are so common in our society that they must know about it. They are conscious of certain behaviors, and it is dangerous to presume that narcissists are unaware of their own actions. In short, the majority do, particularly as they age. They probably understand when they are being dishonest, manipulative, abusive, or love-bombing others, and they are aware that they are putting individuals against one another and fueling rumors. Considerable premeditation is required, in addition to the spontaneous, reflexive actions that emerge when an individual with narcissism is activated. Without self-awareness, it would be difficult to participate in such activities repeatedly. However, it is difficult to determine whether narcissists are self-aware, since they are so unlikely to acknowledge it. What if they admit to being a narcissist? If they acknowledge being narcissistic, they consider narcissism to be nothing more than an exaggerated feeling of self-importance, ego, or self-confidence. Additionally, their self-awareness differs from that of others. When non-narcissistic individuals acknowledge their harmful behavior, they want to change it. This drive to transform oneself is known as ego synchronic. On the other hand, narcissists are often stuck in their ways and unwilling to change, even if they realize what they are doing. Are narcissists capable of self-awareness? The quick answer is yes, but it is extremely challenging for them. NPD, or narcissistic personality disorder, is complicated and associated with several traumas, but it is rare that the narcissist would seek out a psychologist for a diagnosis. Consequently, they might develop mental disorders such as depression and anxiety. Even if they are aware that something is wrong with them, they may lie to a professional or see a psychiatrist in order to get a prescription for medication to alleviate emotions of humiliation, embarrassment, rage, despair, and anxiety. In a perfect world, everyone with whom the narcissist interacted would identify them, inform them of their narcissism, and distance themselves from them. However, despite being faced with the truth, narcissists do not engage in self-reflection in the same way as many others do. So, how do you deal with a self-aware narcissist? Dealing with any type of narcissist is extremely difficult, but Relentless Man has some tips on how to deal with a narcissist while keeping your identity and sanity intact. See them as they really are. Observe the narcissistic warning signs, which are already presented in this video. Accepting that someone has a narcissistic personality is the first step in dealing with them. Stop concentrating on them and break the hold they have on you. When a narcissistic personality is in your orbit, your focus tends to drift towards them, whether it be negative or positive attention. People with narcissistic personalities try tirelessly to remain in the spotlight. If you must interact with a narcissistic personality, do not let them influence your sense of self or your viewpoint. You matter as well. Remind yourself often of your strengths, desires, and goals. Make your voice heard. There are situations in which ignoring something or just walking away is the appropriate response. Some narcissistic people enjoy making others feel uncomfortable. If this is the case, avoid seeming irritated or angry, since this would simply encourage them to continue. If you want to maintain a close relationship with someone who suffers from NPD, you owe it to yourself to speak out. Try to accomplish this with composure and poise. Establish boundaries. A narcissistic personality is often highly self-centered. They may believe that they have the right to go where they choose, search through your personal possessions, and tell you how you should feel. Set clear and concise boundaries. Recognize that a narcissist may need professional assistance. People with NPD often fail to acknowledge a problem, at least with themselves. Therefore, it is quite unlikely that they will ever seek professional therapy. However, individuals with NPD usually suffer from other issues, such as drug misuse, mental health issues, or personality issues. This condition may lead a person to seek assistance and unravel the NPD disorder. You may urge that they seek professional assistance, but you cannot compel them to do so. It is unquestionably their obligation and not yours. By the series finale, Walter finally admits to Skylar, his wife, that he became Heisenberg for his own ego. I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it. Walter's world came crashing down, as it does with most narcissists. What we need to remember is that while narcissistic personality disorder is a mental health condition, it doesn't excuse bad or abusive behavior. Self-aware narcissists are highly functional and aware of their behavior. We hope that this video has given you some insight, awareness, and perhaps some coping mechanisms to deal with a self-aware narcissist. Thank you for watching Relentless Man. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Please share our channel and look out for our upcoming videos. Until next time.